Norm, after so many days off, to have a start like that, was it a matter of not being ready? Was it a matter of just missing shots? Was it a matter of what they did to you?
I mean, I don't even know what to say. Probably a mix of both of the first two. A couple of days off, ready to play, ready to bounce back from the Minnesota stuff, and then, you get amped up, and then, energy goes down, and you try to pick back up. But I mean, it's not fully an excuse, but I just think we didn't come out fully ready to play, and then just started snowballing after that. Start the game off with 2 turnovers, a couple missed shots easy. They're making shots, and then kind of start scrambling and trying to figure it out, and then trying to dig yourself into a hole that you can't really get yourself out of. And then we come out in the second half and get it to 10, and I feel like we got it there, and then obviously a couple of missed shots, a couple of missed plays, and they were able to sustain it and blow the game wide open.
Coach clearly seemed to want to make the first 5 work. He put you out there, get it done.
Yeah.
Does that group need time to grow together? And
I mean, you got to think about it. Like, we've played a certain way for a while. We had Powell in the starting lineup, and then we went 2 big lineup. We were playing games and playing off another, and then another guy come back in Tyler, who's a scorer and can really boost your offense. And now everybody has to adjust and figure it out. It's not going to be as soon as it happens, as soon as everybody's healthy, we're going to be playing and clicking on all cylinders. Now you got to readjust and figure it out. Rotations is different. Usage is different, so it's all about, having some time under the belt to really build that cohesiveness.
You've played with other high-usage guys before. What's the adjustment like when you incorporate another high-usage player?
I mean, it's a little different just in terms of, like, the flow of the offense and, like, how it goes, and positions of where everybody at. You have Bam playing the 5. He was playing the 4 with Lil. Wiggs is playing the 4 now. I'm playing the 3. So it's all about trying to play off one another. But we got to do a better job of making the game easier. The game is easy when you're making shots and everything's going in. You're not really thinking about it. But what are we going to do? What's our identity in that unit with that 5 out there, offensively and defensively? And it can't just be being worried about the shots or looks. It's all about still working the game, playing the right way offensively, but defensively is where we're going to have to really hang our hats and make it easier for our offense to get stops and get out and get flowing.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Norm. Obviously heard the other guys, or at least Norm over there. How does that happen? How do you wind up in that kind of hole that early with that little amount of energy?
In the beginning of the game, 2 quick turnovers, and then they get momentum off of that, and then you're trying to fight that the whole game.
Do you feel you got the shots you guys wanted and just missed, or do you have to work for better shots?
I mean, I feel like if we make shots, you wouldn't ask that question. But I feel like we got great looks, we just missed them.
Spo was saying you felt the approach was off. What needs to be better about maybe the approach as you enter these games, or even just tonight?
Starts and shoot around. I don't think we had the best shoot around this morning, so I feel like that's the approach he's talking about.
How much do you guys have to work to make this work with higher usage guys in different positions, you at the 5, Wiggs at the 4? How much is it going to take to get this thing going and going as fast as you need it?
It's a process. This is, one game, the 3rd game we've been fully healthy for the whole season. So it's going to take some time. Guys been in and out of lineups, plug and play. We're trying to figure it out. So hopefully we can stay healthy and then get through this bump and get back to winning some games.
Appreciate it. Thank you. What was it like at the start when you guys couldn't and they were draining everything and all of a sudden you're down 25? Like, how did that happen? What did it feel like?
It didn't feel good, obviously. As a starting unit, we had to come out with a better disposition, better focus to get the team off to a good start. It's unacceptable for all of us to be down 20, before the first time out almost.
I think Smoke made an effort, or at least seemed to try to get his best 5 out there, let you guys go, settle in. Is this going to take a while, the chemistry with you 5?
I don't think so. I think we just got to keep working at it. It's only our 3rd or 4th game, I believe, as a full unit. We all want to make it work. We just got to make it work.
How did you feel coming back, being in the starting lineup, and especially I guess in the third period, you guys looked a lot better, got within 7. What changed?
Defensively, we were, really picked up the energy, the aggressiveness. We turned them over, got stops, and that's, how we cut the lead to 9 or whatever it was. And then once they made a shot, it kind of went the other way again, So we got to figure out ways to bring that disposition on the defensive end every possession, no matter if shots are falling for us or if they're falling for them. Like, it's just got to be, something we do no matter what.
So the approach felt off tonight for you guys. What do you think was wrong as far as just the approach and the way you guys entered the game today?
I'm not sure. Definitely felt off. I'm not sure.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Tyler.
Okay.
As simple as them jumping on you and you not making shots, or was there more to it for the Devils?
I mean, no. I mean, we had plenty of opportunities to work our way back into it. It felt like emotionally, mentally, physically, we were really ramped up and ready to play in Chicago. Tonight, I don't know if I had that feeling, particularly, to start this game. And they made us pay for it. Started out with turnover, score, turnover, and then foul. And then we were playing from behind and in the mud, the rest of the way. That's a level of inconsistency right now, not the entire season, right now, that we have to correct, to put ourselves in better position to win.
The 3-point makes, I know it's more than just that, but the shots you guys did take 3-point range, did you like those shots, or not just not going in?
I don't know. I didn't feel like we got to our game. We have a collective game, where we're reading each other, attacking the paint, making the appropriate play. We were going 1-on-3, 1-on-1 quite a bit before the action. And so we missed some of those. Some of those were makeable shots, but a lot, guys were not in rhythm for sure. And then, just snowballed from there. I didn't even see what our 3-point percentage was, but if we're not getting our paint attacks and the fluidity, I wouldn't expect our 3-ball to go in.
Speaking of fluidity, this lineup you have now, Norman's been in double figures every game this year, usually in the 20s. Not tonight. Is there going to be an adjustment?
I don't know. That's a one-game sample. It's more of a collective thing. That group, when they've played together, there's been an explosive offensive group. That's been a small sample size, but this is a very small sample size. Collectively as a team, forget about the starting lineup. It wasn't like it got better when we went into the second unit. We were just on our heels the entire night.
Is this one where you're happy you have another one tomorrow? Obviously, it's a very good team.
Yes, I don't care who we play. Yeah, I want to get back out there, but we want to have a better version, of ourselves in terms of mentality, passion, connectivity, all that stuff that's put us in position to win games this year. We didn't have that tonight.
How does that go away?
Every team goes through it. Look what's going on both conferences, except for the teams, the handful of teams at the top. Everybody else is trying to figure out the consistency, and we're in that boat too. We're trying to figure it out.
And I ask only because it's his first start back. Your thoughts on Tyler's play, on his fit, what he did overall?
Yeah, he was able to get to what he does. I'm not concerned about that. I'm more thinking about our entire team, our approach to bring a Miami Heat professional, competitive spirit, which we only had sporadically, tonight, and we paid the price for it. Indiana was great. You have to give them credit. They played with force, with energy, multiple efforts. They deserve to win this game.